welcome back to the Tea and a Buddy podcast. I'm Dominic.
And I'm Erica.
And today's episode is our film and TV extravaganza. I'm going to be talking about a show that we've been watching and getting frustrated over.
I was going to say, don't sound so enthusiastic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying, yeah, it's okay. It's like, and you know, and there's a lot of people like on the internet who feel the same way, it would seem.
You should say what the show is first.
The Buccaneers. AppleTV's The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know. We had not heard a peep about this show.
We didn't, and probably for good reason, really.
I think I looked it up last month when we were going to do the
Yeah, you were
TV
looking for more period dramas to watch.
No, I was just looking like what's coming out.
Yeah.
What's coming out that we would possibly be interested in.
And yes, well, we talked about it. Because
we were going to do a podcast where we were talking about upcoming shows or whatever.
And I think I remember thinking, we'll have to check that out. Yeah, see what
But I
it's
think
like.
the first season of it came out like
2023.
Oh yeah, I was going to say a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's taken a couple years.
It might have been because of the strike.
Oh, it probably was.
But then again, seeing the quality of the writing and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, for people who don't know, The Buccaneers, it's based on the last novel written by Edith Wharton.
Okay,
you know Edith Wharton
yeah, I mean, we touched a little bit upon this.
And it's set in the 1870s, around the time Wharton was a young girl. Mm-hmm. And it was unfinished when she died.
Yeah.
And they just published it unfinished.
Yeah.
In 1938.
It was a novel, though. It was not based on her real experiences? Or
no,
it
was based on her experiences as a young girl, you know.
Oh, okay.
So, she was writing what she knew,
Yeah.
And it says Wharton's manuscript ends with Lizzie inviting Nan to a house party to which Guy Thwaite has also been invited. And that was the end.
God.
That was the end of it.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
And the book was published in 1938 by Penguin Books in New York. And, for years up until 1993.
So really this show, sorry to cut you off. So really this show kind of starts where the manuscript ended, where the novel finished.
I'm not sure what I haven't really
because you remember the first
looked
episode.
Into
okay,
it.
First of all, before we get into this discussion, if you have not seen The Buccaneers and you are planning to watch The Buccaneers and you don't want spoilers,
don't listen to this
podcast.
Yeah.
Come back and listen to it after you've watched the series, because there will be spoilers.
Heavy major spoilers talked about here.
Okay, that being said, the very first episode is
I can't remember the very first
episode. It was
episode
somebody
now.
It was Conchita and
Richard.
Wasn't that the first episode? It was somebody's wedding.
Oh, I thought that was the second season, was it?
No.
Oh, no, I get it.
And Nan is shimmying out the window.
Oh, that's
to get
right, yeah.
something that she dropped, I think. And that's where she meets Guy.
Oh, yeah, she met Guy there, didn't she?
Yeah, on the street. So basically, I mean, that is essentially a party, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with this show is they cram so much into, what is it?
Yeah.
12 episodes?
Oh, I can't remember.
Let me look up.
It's on its second season. So there haven't
8
been...
episodes in the first season.
Okay.
And, apparently 8 in the second. So they're...
Have we finished it? Did we finish it then?
No. I think we're on episode 6 now, is it?
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. But, no, it's... season 2... It's frustrating. Everybody's just like, the writing is terrible. The writing is terrible.
The whole thing has been frustrating,
be honest. Really, and I can understand people's frustration with it because you're getting whiplash and Nan isn't looking like a good character. She's written, she's written pretty badly. If you think about it, I looked it up and apparently it's all, the screenplays and all that are written by women.
Yeah.
So they're writing her like this on purpose. I'm not sure. I haven't read the novel. I haven't seen. There was a 1995 BBC miniseries.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, let us know if anybody listening has seen that miniseries. Let us know. If you've seen the miniseries, actually, it would be more interesting if you've seen the miniseries and you're currently watching the Apple show. Let us know how they compare.
In 1993, Marion Mainwaring, or Mainwaring, she was a novelist. She finished the novel.
Okay.
She finished The Buccaneers.
Yeah.
People hated it. All of them was like, "Oh, what have you done? This is terrible. You know, you've bastardized this." And
so they
terrible.
Published it unfinished?
They published it unfinished, I guess, you know, because it was like, "Oh, we'll just publish it." You know, she's died, and you know, she's known for The Age of Innocence. That was her biggest novel, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was adapted in 1993 with Martin Scorsese directed the film with Michelle Pfeiffer as Countess Olenska, Daniel Day-Lewis, Winona Ryder was in it. As well as Richard E. Grant and Miriam Margolyes.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I'm not sure.
She won a Pulitzer. She was the first woman to win a Pulitzer in fiction.
Yeah.
In 1921 for that. She died in 1937.
Yeah.
But Edith Wharton, she's pretty much responsible for every teen drama, American teen drama there is.
Okay, like what?
Like Gossip Girl.
Okay.
They even did an episode that was like, they did a play or something of The Age of Innocence, and it was called like The Age of Dissonance.
Dissonance, oh, okay.
And it was like, oh yeah, this mirrors our lives, and apparently the Gilmore Girls referenced her numerous times, you know.
Yeah.
Because she was one of those like girls in high society, you know, kind of during the Gilded Age.
Yeah.
Where she was expected to marry a duke and you know, get a title and
right,
you know, and she just wrote about that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Marion Mainwaring finished The Buccaneers, and everybody generally didn't like it. And in the 1995 miniseries, Maggie Wadey was commissioned to write a screenplay of the version of The Buccaneers. But it was independent of this finished novel.
Yeah.
And she wrote it for the BBC and PBS.
Yeah.
Everything.
And how was that received?
Not well.
Oh, yeah.
Because she included homosexuality in it.
Yeah.
And then it was romantically dramatic showiness.
Yeah.
And there was a seemingly happy ending
to
it, which... And it received widespread criticism from both the BBC viewing public and Wharton fans and scholars alike.
I guess that's why I've never heard of it.
The general protest was that Wadey's development was far too unrealistic and stereotypically Hollywood.
Yeah.
In its closing development and end.
Okay.
As Guy
for Britain.
For Britain and for people.
Far too Hollywood for Britain. Oh no, we don't approve of this Hollywood nonsense.
As Guy Thwaite and the Duchess Annabel Nan literally go riding off into the sunset to live happily ever after.
Oh god, yeah.
This is starkly different from the ending of every one of Wharton's previous novels, which all have markedly realistic and distinctly solemn endings for all of their characters and plot lines.
Yeah.
Many viewers felt that in using this ending, the BBC was selling out to Hollywood. The 1995 BBC version starred Carla Gugino as Nan, James Frain as the Duke of Trevennick, which is like Duke of Tintagel.
Yeah.
And Greg Wise as Guy Thwaite.
Okay.
And Greg also appears in this version, the 2023 version. He's Reed Robinson, the love interest of the Duchess of... The Dowager Duchess.
The Dowager Duchess.
Of Tintagel.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
he played Guy?
He played Guy in the 1995 one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, he was kind of hot stuff back then, because he was in Sense and Sensibility as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 1995 was the year for the BBC producing Regency period, and, you know, like...
Yeah.
Gilded Age setting.
Yeah.
Period dramas, you know.
It's funny because we are currently watching The Gilded Age, which is still airing on Max, in conjunction with The Buccaneers, and they're sort of around-ish the same period. They're starkly different.
They're starkly different in tone. I mean, it's just... I mean... The Gilded Age is written by Julian Fellows, who wrote all of Downton Abbey.
Yeah.
So you have like a British person writing the American Gilded Age, and he's doing it pretty well. I mean, it's not Downton Abbey.
No.
But it's a little bit different, and people call it. I've seen people going, "Oh, it's far more camp than Downton Abbey."
yeah, you said that last time.
Because I guess a lot of people found Downton Abbey a little bit stiff and proper.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know. I find the Gilded Age a bit stiff, but I mean, it's the period, isn't it?
It's the period. Yeah,
it's realistic to that that part of society in that period. It's just like, yeah, they were a bit stiff, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the end of the Victorian era. It's just like, it was quite a straight-laced, like, stiff period. I think that's the period where the stiff upper lip came from.
Well,
isn't
Victorian era.
Yeah. It's like,
the late stage Victorian era.
And it's very
everything's
much,
good and proper.
And it's very much that,
Fit and proper.
So then to watch the Buccaneers, which is sort of around the same time,
it's written like, somebody said it on Reddit. It's written like a soap opera, and like very anti-Bridgerton in a way.
Oh, why is that?
Because it's kind of like everyone's finding love in Bridgerton, whereas everyone's miserable in the Buccaneers. Everyone's kind of like miserable.
Yeah, so the Buccaneers, we said last time, but it's a group of how many? Five, 6 girls?
Oh, I think that there's the main 3.
There's Nan and her sister.
Conchita.
And then their friend Conchita.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 sisters. So there's just 5 of them.
Yeah, so we've got Annabelle Nan St. George, which is played by Christine Frozeth. Conchita, Annabelle's friend. We've got Guy. We've got Lord Richard Marrable, who was the husband of Conchita.
Yeah.
We've got Lord Seaton.
Yeah. Richard's brother.
And Lizzie, we've got as well. And we've got Ginny.
Yeah.
And Patty.
I think you said Lizzie. But yeah, so there's a group of girls. There's a group of American girls. They go to Britain to find husbands.
Yes, it's that classic thing. But
a group of wealthy American girls.
Yeah, they're hugely wealthy. They've all got, like, businesses over in America that have made them so much money.
Yeah.
And of course they're just going over to...
Well, they don't, but their
their
fathers do.
Yes. And so, just the tone of the series is all very modern. They've got pop songs playing, they've got the theme songs, North American Sky.
Well, it's about badass American girls. That's what it's supposed to be like.
That's what it's supposed to be about,
boss
ass. Yeah. Boss ass.
Boss girls,
Boss girls, yeah.
And they come over and they're shaking things up.
Yeah, which, it's kind of like, I suppose that would have happened, but, it's very, the dialogue.
A bit, but not to the degree that they're
presenting.
They
were, because they were hanging out, they were running around in their, like, night.
Screaming and just being so obnoxious.
Yes.
Like Girls Gone Wild.
Yes.
It's just like, what is happening?
And, it's like, we're shaking things up for the English aristocracy.
The first season was quite... almost ridiculous in
It was
sense.
Ridiculous, and the second season was just like, what is going on now?
The second season they toned down the wild American girl aspect.
Well, they were put into line because they're now in English society, so everything's kind of calmed down. But Nan didn't calm down.
Nan is the main character.
The main word you want to think of regarding Nan is whiplash. Is it Theo? Is it Guy? It's Guy. No, it's Theo. It's Theo. It's like, what is there's so many love triangles. And, she's confusing. And she's like, I'm just going to run off here now. I don't want to be a duchess. I want to be with Guy. No, actually, I've got to be a duchess and save my sister.
Well, the duchess
from the
thing
crazy
is just,
Seaton.
It's nothing to do with Theo, unfortunately. So Nan is the main character. She finds out that she is the illegitimate daughter of her mother. She's not her mother's child. She is actually her aunt's child. Her father is, in fact, her father.
Leighton Meester plays her biological mother.
Yeah.
Who's in Gossip Girl.
Who's in Gossip Girl,
so there you go. It's all coming full circle.
And so she has this sort of identity crisis of, I'm not... You know, she's met the Duke, and she feels like I'm not... I'm illegitimate. I'm not, I'm not worthy of him.
I'm an imposter, yeah.
And basically, he knows, he's found out, and he doesn't care. He loves her.
Because he doesn't really want to be like a duke, he doesn't want to be meeting women who just want a title.
Yeah, he's quite a quiet guy. He
likes to paint.
Hey, whoa, he just wants to do his art,
I want to do my art.
Be left alone. He's not so all about society and his mother's been trying to find him a wife for ages, and he does not have any interest in marrying one of these women who just want to be the Duchess, Yeah. He's just so put off by it, and he's just, and so he meets Nan down at the beach, and he has no idea who she is, she has no idea who he is, so that's automatically interesting for him. Because, she doesn't know I'm a duke. Oh, okay, this is great. It seems to be, she seems a bit into me. And she was. She was into him. She went back and told her friends, I've met this lovely guy. So first of all, she met Guy, I think as we mentioned before, in the very first episode of the show. She met Guy, and it's immediately apparent, okay, this is going to be her love interest, right?
The meet cute has happened.
Yeah, it was it was obvious. Okay.
It's obvious. Is that not getting away from this guy.
But then there's a little... Guy. There's a little point between him and his father where he makes it obvious that he's looking for a wife because
he needs a fortune to save his estate.
His family is in ruins and they have no money. Yeah. And so it's this is interesting. Is he gonna actually turn out to be a bad guy? Yeah. Is he just playing Nan and this is all
just want your fortune, just want the money.
This is all gonna end in tears. And so she met the Duke, and she seems to be quite into him. She's told her friends she's met him, and he's lovely, and she just felt something immediately, and he was just wonderful, and he's made her feel like no one's ever made her feel, and they don't know he's the Duke either, until I think they have her invite him to a party or something like that, or maybe he just shows up. I can't remember, but anyway, they're all like, oh, he's the Duke. And he proposes to her. They've known each other 5 seconds.
Yes, this is the pacing of this show is this all happens in one day. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. And they're going back and forth between America and Britain. It's it's not taking 3 months. It's that was a long train ride, or that was a long boat ride. Yeah. And it's that would have taken you about 3 months back in 1870. I mean, I'm not sure...
Probably not quite that long.
That long anymore,
because think about it, the Titanic was,
Yeah, I'm wondering when the age of steam came, when steam ships started. I think it was about 1850. So yeah, maybe, it would have taken,
It wouldn't have taken quite that long, but a trip that did take at least probably a couple of weeks, at the very least.
Couple of weeks.
They would have... They stayed in these places for months at a time before they went back. Yeah. They didn't just go, okay, I've come over here for a trial. It's over now. Let's go back home after just a couple days. It's oh no, we've been on this freaking boat for a few weeks now.
It's a flight, it wasn't a 9-hour flight. Yeah. And then, let's spend a week here and then go home.
For some people, it's a 9-hour flight. Oh, God, we got to stay at least a week. That was a long flight, So they're spending a couple weeks on a ship. They're not turning around and going right back, but the show definitely makes it seem just hop over back to America.
Hop over, come back. Yeah.
I remember the first time we went back to Britain, and we were in the pub, and you saw some old couple that you already knew, and they were talking to us and whatever, and then when they were going to leave at the end of the night, the old man said goodbye to us, and he was just I don't expect I'll ever see you again. Because he's old and America's very far away. We probably won't come back anytime soon.
Everybody says that, yeah. No, people still think that.
Yeah.
They still think that, it's like, oh, it's a long journey.
Yeah.
And it is a long journey, 9 hours on a plane, from where we are.
Well, there are people in Britain who have family like elsewhere in the country, and they hardly ever see
3 hours
them.
away.
They only see them
3 hours away. Yeah.
Every couple years because oh god, it's so far away.
It's too far away.
And yet these people are going to and from America multiple times a year.
Yes.
It's just like no.
Yes.
So yeah, the pacing is quite crazy, but so Guy professes his love, and so now she's, oh, who's it gonna be? I've already said yes to the Duke, and now Guy's telling me he loves me. Turns out he actually does love her, and yeah, her money is just a convenience.
It's just a bonus. It's just the icing on the cake that you're wealthy. Okay, you can save my estate.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, yeah.
And so she goes ahead and marries the Duke, even though she's in love with Guy. Her sister's married to an absolute
psychopath
bleep of a guy.
Yeah. Barney Fishwick plays Lord James
Do we
Seaton.
know him? Have we ever seen him in anything?
Oh, he seems familiar. He
seems
like what's this guy? The guy that played Warleggan in the Paul Dark series.
Yeah.
He seems
I missed that guy. I was thinking about him not that long ago, actually.
I think it is Jack Farthing.
He was so good.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know if he's really done anything so far.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He's a typical villain, and he plays it well.
He's a typical villain.
He's the villain of the piece.
But yeah, you know who Nan reminds me of?
Who?
Carrie Bradshaw.
Oh, there we go. They've been watching episodes of Sex and the City.
Just like, back and forth, and can't decide, and
Oh, yeah, that actually, yes, that's true. I got so annoyed with Carrie in the show. Apparently, the sequel, and Just Like That, is done terribly too, so...
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen this season, so...
No. I mean, just as an A-side, people are trying to say that Kim Cattrall was shading it because it's been cancelled after this season. It's not coming back.
Yeah.
Because it's done so terribly with the fans and stuff. She was shading it, and people are just like, no, she's not. It's just, you're reading too much into it.
She may have been. I mean,
she may have been. Yeah, because,
I
she didn't like Sarah Jessica Parker or anything like that,
Yeah.
But she made a cameo in season 2.
Yeah.
Remember you told me about that, and you're like, yes.
Oh, yeah,
she was on a video call.
I don't really remember, but yeah. But yeah, that's who she reminds me of, Carrie Bradshaw. Just pissing you off. Just making bad decisions.
Bad decisions.
Not that Guy's a bad guy.
Ping-ponging between Guy and, I think I love Guy now. No, I love the Duke.
Yeah.
I've got to be a duchess.
Well, to be fair... After she met the Duke and immediately fell in love, and she was in love, and she
was on the beach, yeah.
And she told her friends about him and everything. After that, it just seemed like, oh, actually, I'm not really. And she just married him anyway, and he's just so sweet,
ADHD.
and he loves her no matter what and everything. And oh no, it's Guy. It's always been Guy. It's like, well, why did you marry this freaking guy then?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought a duchess, kind of cool.
Yeah, well, it turns out his mother sort of forced them to marry.
Well, yeah, there was because of the scandal. She couldn't pull it. She was like, okay, you've dithered and dathered to the very last minute. You can't pull out now.
Yeah, and also
and she's like, oh, but I might.
Her sister was being abused by her husband, and so they
sent her into exile with her baby, and Guy did this.
His mother was like, oh, we'll send Guy to protect her. They can go down to Italy. I've got contacts down there, and they can
go live in
them
Italy
away
for months on end.
Yeah,
and you can protect her and stuff like that. And people were going, oh, well, I don't like Guy. Guy is just too. People are like, Guy literally loves Nan so much. He do that.
People don't like Guy.
There's a couple of people who were commenting that Guy is terrible for doing this.
I mean, I don't mind Guy, but the Duke is so nice. I'm just like...
Well, I'm going to come up with a spoiler here that, of in season 2, everybody goes, well, his Theo stock just went down for me.
Oh, yeah, why?
Because he fell for Lizzie. Him and Lizzie.
Oh,
him and Lizzie's storyline.
I mean, our whole podcast has been a spoiler, but...
Yeah, I know, but, just in case people have just...
Okay, yeah, so they're setting this up. Nan comes back from... she goes down to Italy to tell Guy that it's always been him and she wants to be with him, and then she decides, and then he's just kind of like, you can't do
I've got this Italian bird now.
Well, he didn't tell her that. I don't think he had her yet, actually. But
she was kind of there.
He was just like, oh, you can't do this. Go home. I don't know what you're doing here.
What you doing ping-ponging coming over here?
So she goes, oh, and she runs back.
She did that too. She goes, woo!
So she ran back home. She gets back and while she's gone, the Duke falls in love with one of her best friends, which she's gone
for like half a day, which is about She's gone for like half a day. She's like, well, I can't leave you alone for a minute, can I? You fall in love with my friends. She was in Italy
longer than she was in America.
Yeah, she was in Italy longer than she was in America. She's like, oh yeah. So he falls in love with Lizzie, and I sensed that when him and Lizzie kind of talked. I thought, oh, that was like the meet cute of them.
Yeah, I mean, Lizzie she wasn't really having much luck finding a good guy.
So she found this politician guy.
Yeah, he was all
the Home Secretary or something, I think he is. And he was all right. He was all into her and stuff, and they were kind of getting to know each other. And, Guy, Theo was all...
I think he was just an MP, but he had ambitions to be like the Prime Minister.
I thought he was Home Secretary or something, maybe, because that's what he do. Home Secretary. You're in line to be Prime Minister next.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. But basically, his ambitions were too high, and he didn't have time for her. Essentially, it was just like, oh no, I have to go talk. Oh yes, you look wonderful. But I have to go over here.
I have to go politic it up.
Yeah, network.
Yeah.
And so she was just kind of like, oh, okay. Because he was nice to her. She liked him fine.
And the Duke has oodles of time.
Yeah. Yes.
Bags of time. Nothing but time, because he's just got his little thing, so he's got time to, see her in his conservatory and all that. And then Nan suddenly returns from Italy and is all like, oh, what are you doing in there? And he's like, what? What do you want? Why are you coming in here? I thought I told you I wanted to be alone.
So people were angry at him for finding somebody who appreciated him?
Oh, he should have been... Annoying. He was all loyal to Nan. And he was.
And then she ran away.
And she messed him about. That's what you get. You can't have your cake and eat it too. No.
I was glad. I was
messing about all the time.
I said, oh, good. Put them together. Thank God. I'm sick of this. He's so sweet and he loves her and he doesn't care that she's illegitimate.
This is all about Nan now, and so she's kind of finding... I think she just found out in the last episode.
Well, she got back...
Wait a minute, it's Lizzie.
She got back from Italy. And she's like, I'm back. And he's
just
back. Like, oh, are you?
I just need to talk to you, and maybe we can,
And she finds an earring on the stairs.
Oh.
And as soon as she saw that, I was like, why do you care? You do not care about this earring.
You're leaving your earrings all over the place.
Because she had told him, okay, I'm back, and you can't get a divorce because, you're a duke and you're not allowed. And so we'll just be married.
And you can live in that house and I'll live in this house. And we'll never see each other.
We'll live separate lives. I'll go and do my Duchess stuff that I need to do because I need the power to protect my family and stuff. And also I think she has things she's interested in and stuff. And she was always kind of an independent... It goes with her.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, she was not so interested in finding a guy, not as much as her sister and I think Lizzie too. They were all into like, oh yes, we have to find a husband, And she was kind of like, I don't care. So it just so happened that she met the Duke and Guy, and loved both of them. But when she found that earring.
She got all...
It was immediate foreshadowing that she was going to be like, oh, who's this from? And I was just like, don't you suddenly get pissed off.
Because that's very much like, a guy who's going out and his wife's all sweet and then, she starts having an affair and he gets all wound up about it. It's like, how dare you have an affair when oh, no, you're not allowed to have them.
Yes, only me.
Only me. Yeah, because she's been very, Nan, she's been very written like a stereotypical man,
Yeah.
from.
I suppose so. Yeah.
So she's ping pong, and she's like, "Oh, I can be into him, and I can be into. I'm not going out with everyone, but who's this? No, you don't go with that, Liz. You don't go with Lizzie.
Yeah.
Lizzie's off limits."
So I guess she's been a little bit like in the back of her mind trying to figure out whose earring this is without just asking him. It's like you could just go, "Oh, I found an earring on the stairs." Or actually, also, I immediately thought, why is she suspicious of this earring? Like, there's literally hundreds of people in that palace all day, every day. Like, they have parties, they have events. Like, it could literally be anybody's earring.
He was suspicious in his little, like, art studio place.
Yeah.
Because he was all, like, it's like, "Oh, I've been sleeping in here. What do you want?" Oh,
yeah.
And she was and Lizzie was hiding behind a thing.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well,
I think
what do you
she
want?"
saw her
She's
feet.
like, "Get out of here. I told you not to come in here."
She maybe saw her feet
Maybe
in the
saw
mirror.
her feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was feet.
It sort of looked
Whose
like...
feet were those? I know those feet anywhere.
And so I think maybe they were implying with that potentially she saw the feet.
And she's going to get all jealous and all like, "Oh, but you're my husband."
I'm afraid of this. Maybe it's just going to be that she's not angry at him, but that she's angry at Lizzie because Lizzie's her friend.
Yeah.
And, girl code or whatever, But it's like, you weren't
Well,
interested in him.
Guy and Theo, the bro code was broken right there. They've made up.
Oh yeah,
now,
we
though.
didn't mention that. Guy and Theo.
Well, they were best
turn
friends.
out to be best friends.
They were best friends, and because he goes, "Yeah, I'm in love with Nan," and then he was like, "No, I'm not in love with Nan. I'm done with Nan."
They get into an actual fist fight over her.
Yes, which she was loving every minute of.
And then they end up making up because it's just like, yeah, we've known each other too long.
Known each other too long, bros before.
But
feet.
But I don't know. I was rooting for Theo and Lizzie, to be honest, because Nan is just the absolute worst. And yeah, she's like, she just needs to not be with anyone, really. But in the end of this most recent episode, she, what's Lizzie's sister's name?
Oh, what is it?
And she's, gasp, a lesbian. Lizzie's sister is.
Oh.
Which,
Mabel.
Which Richard's sister
Mabel
sort of
Elmsworth.
outed her in front of everybody by kissing her in front of the whole room of their group of friends and her own mother.
Yeah, just to shock her.
Yeah,
that was because Honoria's a lesbian too. Yeah, I'm not sure what happens in the 1995 miniseries, but maybe they've incorporated that in. But
I'm curious if that was the same gay relationship that they covered in the 90s.
I mean, I have no idea. I haven't looked at. I haven't watched the series and I haven't looked it up.
It's funny that.
But I'm guessing it probably would have been because it does kind of seem like that. That was it.
I think it's funny that was controversial in Britain, though, in the 90s. Because Britain's been a little bit more liberal as far as homosexuality goes than America. For a little bit longer.
The first gay kiss, I think, on British screens that everyone was talking about was between Anna Friel. She was in Love Actually. She was Colin Firth's girlfriend cheats on him with his brother.
Oh, yeah.
She was in this soap called Brookside, and she played this character, and they had a full-on kiss scene.
Mm.
And that was about 1995, actually, funnily enough.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was like, "Oh my gosh!" People were losing their minds because it hadn't been done on a soap before, a same-sex relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on Roseanne. I think it was on Roseanne over here.
In the 80s?
In the 90s.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I guess they were pushing the envelope because, I mean, they talk about
pushing the envelope, for God's sake.
The interracial, because we've got to push the envelope here because...
I know, but it's just ridiculous.
I mean, it's
to think of that as pushing the envelope. Yes. It's just like, God, to think of nature like something that's always existed as pushing the envelope.
But they were like, "Oh, we don't show that on screen,"
Jesus, yes, I know.
I mean, even back in, in the 60s, I think in a very early BBC play, there was an interracial kiss.
and that was so controversial.
Yes, and everybody's like, "Oh, that was controversial," and because
like the
then
Star Trek thing,
the Star Trek thing over here, that was controversial.
Yeah.
And it was mainly because the South or whatever was going to be up in, or they wouldn't show it or whatever.
William Shatner kissed a black woman.
William Shatner.
Oh.
So yeah,
terrible.
So yes, I mean, I'm guessing it was kind of like, it was shocking. It wasn't shocking to the audience, really. I think it was just the way that, it was like, there was no homosexuals in her book.
back then.
Or back then.
I thought you were going to say back then.
There was no homosexuals.
They didn't exist back then.
There's no homosexuals in her book, and and back then.
Oh, so that's interesting.
They didn't exist, obviously.
I mean, I guess there wouldn't have been in the book. So that's interesting that they were that forward thinking in the 90s. Again, it feels ridiculous to say that because the 90s was not that long ago, but
it was
for them to go
35 years ago now.
Let's include homosexual characters. I mean that was quite good. I think. Yeah. Well,
no. Yeah. I mean, because it's like that. That would have been. I don't know if it was in the Mannering completion novel, but because she finished the screenwriter finished the novel herself for that, and that's why they didn't like it. Oh, she's riding off into the sunset. It's a Hollywood ending. There's homosexuals. Oh no, this is terrible.
Yeah,
you've ruined it now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be prim and proper, and repress.
Yes, people don't like anything that deviates from an original writing of anything.
Yeah, no.
I mean, just think about like the ending of Game of Thrones.
Oh.
The main reason people didn't like that is because George R.R. Martin didn't write it.
Well, that's to be fair, it's kind of like he wasn't going to finish it.
He still hasn't.
He still hasn't finished it.
No.
No, because at the end of the day, he got so much money from this, he just was like, oh.
But if he had been the one who had written that ending, I think people would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They think, oh, well, it's crap. It's not what George R.R. Martin would have written, and it's just,
we just don't know. It. He's never, I don't know.
It's like he's certainly not going to end it like that.
People probably are telling, are you ever going to finish, Game of Thrones, you know? But it's like he can't now. Because whatever he's going to come up with is going to be like, see? They ruined it in the HBO, and it's like, well, no, they needed to finish the show.
What he should do is end it like they ended it in HBO.
Exactly like they ended it. And then put at the end, he's like, see? This is what I intended all the time. No, I have a feeling they must have gone to him for some,
Well, yes, he had input in the show.
Yeah, they must have gone to
him
and said,
so he was probably like, he approved it. And it's just like, yeah...
It's like, yeah, whatever.
That's another discussion. Another rant.
Again, this whole novel was unfinished anyway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I can understand people getting annoyed with someone else completing it, then the 1995 miniseries doing all this, and this. But the main, it's not about the ending, because I mean, who knows how this is going to end.
Yeah.
I think it's because this series was just kind of like slapdash together, and like everything's rushing through time, and everything's kind of like pushed together. And
well, you hit the nail on the head, I think, when you said to me
they're worried about it being cancelled. Yeah.
I think that might.
I think they were probably going to cancelling it after season 1. And they were kind of like, yeah, we might not. But then they were like, okay, we'll green light it. And they were just kind of like, okay, quick. Right, everything we want to do into it.
Because the potential is there.
Yeah.
The potential is there. And some of we have continued to watch it. It's not so terrible that it's unwatchable.
It's just, and I think that's kind of like, in the way that it's like terribly written, let's just say, that's kind of like what keeps people drawn. Oh, what is this show? Oh, I can't watch it. And then you're just like, oh, there's a new episode. Let's just have a look and just get wound up by it. And it's like, it's kind of like, oh, we're creating content now to be hate watched.
It's a little bit, it just feels rushed. The biggest problem is just that it is rushed.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot
pacing
of
is like
character development because there's no time. So that's where the
it's like it's like a soap opera.
Well, no, I mean
even, like a very badly written soap opera, you could say.
Well,
because it's just like
soap
it's all
operas are very slowly paced, though. I mean, you've never sat and watched a soap opera over here. Literally, nothing happens in one whole episode.
Well,
because they're catching you up, they're like rehashing what happened in the previous episode, and then it's just like because it comes out every single day. It's just like
every single day,
so slowly paced that nothing happens. So I'm trying to think how it does compare to a soap opera in the way that she's up and down.
Yes,
and like everything's
it's
so
like
dramatic.
she's written this way, and then it's just like we'll double back on that. She'll go for this, and then go for that, and then it's like where is her mind right now?
Yes, well that's what I mean. There's no time for character development because there's too much happening too quickly.
There's too many characters, for someone to like juggle.
Well, maybe that's
you said that
problem.
in the Gilded Age. I was like, I forgot about her.
Yeah,
and it's like,
but there you go. That compares. There's a lot of characters in the Gilded Age, but they manage to still tell the story, and you don't feel like
give time to them.
Yeah,
it's rushed because I think they think, this is going to be it after season 2, the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's its biggest problem, really, and then you have other issues like the just ridiculousness of them being so wild that it just seems like, all right, we get the point. Americans are so free,
North American scum,
free and brave, and god, these British people are so stuffy and
repressed,
they're so.
Well, that's what they said. It's like, he was, Conchita when she married Richard.
Mm.
He was fun in New York, but now he's here with his mother and brothers and sister, and he's all, don't be like that. You've got to dress like this.
And
you can't be drinking and smoking, and you can't be doing this.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, because,
Yeah, and spoiler alert again, Richard dies.
Richard dies at the end. So, and that's another people go, we're just going to see her mourning him forever now, are we? And being weird.
But she's not, she's refusing to wear black. Because, she's American and she doesn't go into They did that over here as well. They went into mourning period over here as well. But they're trying to make it seem like, no, I'm
we're
this
so
American.
Different.
Yeah, I'm this
we're
American
so progressive.
Girl.
Yeah.
I don't need to wear black. I want to remember him. I want to, whatever. I don't know.
I want to remember him.
I mean, in the Gilded Age... what's her name? Cynthia Nixon's character is still wearing black. I mean, we're almost through this entire season. Her husband's been dead this entire season. She's still wearing black. Yeah. She's still in mourning, and that is set in America. So I think some of the aspects like that are just like, they just make you roll your eyes because it's a bit like.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not a huge. It's a little bit difficult for me. It takes me out of it. These period shows like this, like Bridgerton, and even it goes back to the.
It's all filmed in Scotland, apparently. This.
Yeah.
A good lot of it's been filmed in Scotland.
And this is just a very nitpicky thing, and I know some people love it, but the use of modern music in like the dance scenes and it just completely like takes me out of the period. Well,
that's it. It's kind of like somebody says, this is being written for Americans,
for young Americans.
Well. They're trying to get a...
Which is another thing that's so annoying because it's like, okay...
And I like this because, they're writing period dramas for young Americans and stuff like that, whereas like... But people are like, but the whole point of period dramas being popular over here is because they were written by Brits for Brits, and that's kind of like us watching it.
Well, and they're set in the period.
And they're set in the period.
They're not
so they've
like
got to be
rocking out to...
not jamming out to...
Oh God, that scene was so cringe. The one in this previous episode, this last episode that we just watched, where Nan and Guy are in the hallway and they're like doing a modern dance. He's down on the steps, and she's up in the balcony.
I thought they were just being silly.
I think it was sort of that, but they were doing it to the music and everything. It was
maybe that was just a bad editing choice.
It was cringe. It wasn't
actually
unnecessary.
intended to be,
It's like, can we get a little bit more?
Yes. Because it's kind of like
bit.
it's gonna be a little bit musical now, and it's gonna start going, consider yourself. Da, 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 da.
No, one thing that I didn't mind was what was it? The like rap music in Gatsby, the movie Gatsby.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Sometimes I do have a hard time. In Bridgerton, I've gotten used to it, and it's much more toned down because it's like instrumental versions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of like the modern setting of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
The Leonardo DiCaprio version.
I always had a hard time with that, too.
And then they decided, do you know what? We'll just use dialogue from that time, too.
Yeah.
We'll just use the dialogue from that time, and everything else is modern.
Modern, yeah.
But, now we're just like, everything is old, but we'll just kind of like use modern dialogue,
Yes. Modern dialogue, modern music.
Modern music.
Yeah.
At least with Bridgerton, they've kind of given it a bit of, orchestral flair,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I do struggle with that a little bit.
They're making
sometimes.
it for the screaming, crying, throwing up crowd.
Yeah.
That's ultimately what is,
That was what I started to rant about. Oh, we're making this for a young audience. We want to attract a young audience. What is different about young audiences nowadays that, what's different from them nowadays to young audiences at any other point in the past? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when we were younger, there was no problem. Like, I didn't need, like, modern music or, like, craziness to get into a period drama. Like, there were so many young girls who were into, like, Pride and Prejudice, absolutely obsessed with Pride and Prejudice. There was nothing modern about those productions whatsoever. No. It's just, like, I don't understand where this idea comes from that, we need to, like, we need some edginess, we need some,
they're trying to make it
music.
different.
We need, I guess
trying to make it different, and it's all different.
And I've never been a fan of gimmicks.
Screaming, crying, throwing up. Guy,
I've never been a fan of like gimmicks, and probably that's why, because I haven't heard anybody talking about this show. Have you seen anybody posting anywhere about it? I mean, I know you specifically went and looked at Reddit.
The Reddit threads, yeah. I mean, and it's mostly people criticizing the show, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
And some people going, I think it's okay, But there's a lot of people going, I just can't stand Nan now.
Yeah.
She's doing my head in.
Yeah.
She's ping-ponging back. What we got, a love triangle, a love hexagon, a love polygon. What's going on here,
Yeah. So I think one of the last scenes, or if not the last scene, was she found the other earring.
Yeah.
And Lizzie's sister,
Mabel goes, that's Lizzie's.
And she says, you found Lizzie's earring.
Yeah, she's been looking for that.
She's been looking for the
other one.
Yeah.
And it's like it's on the stairs. It's not like you found it in the bed or whatever.
Yes. I thought that too. Yes.
So, I found it on the stairs.
It's like,
so that means she must have been on the stairs going up or coming down. And this is the stairs that you go up to do it on. So, I know. You don't lose your earring like,
These are the official do it stairs.
This is the stairs. You was rushing her up here, weren't you? You grabbed her by her ear and her earring fell off. It's like, okay, we're going to have Hercule Poirot come in here now and figure it all out, are we?
I don't know. So, I mean, is she going to be mad at Lizzie? It's just like, come on. You don't want him.
You don't want him. But I might want him. That's the thing. It's again one of those things like, how they write in Downton Abbey, where, you know, Lady Mary would be like, oh, I don't want Matthew now. But I do want him. Oh, yeah, flirt with him. Yeah, great time. You know.
I mean, that's
I don't want him now.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that's ultimately how they're writing Nan, but in more extreme way, where she's like, oh, I'm obsessed, screaming, crying, throwing up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm so indifferent. Don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care about that now.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. But no one else can have him because he's my toy, you know?
Yes.
I'm not sharing, you know?
Yeah.
Same with Guy. Guy's got married to this Italian, but it's like, oh, well, that's so great for you. No.
Yeah. That's so great. No. Yeah, that was the funniest thing too, wasn't it? Guy went to America. Her mother was getting a divorce,
and she had to have a trial.
They had to have a trial because you couldn't just file for divorce back then. So they had to have a trial to see, you know, can this divorce go through? And Guy surprises her in America. Oh, you didn't think I was going to let you go through this alone, did you? And so, okay, they're in America. They're having a great time. Guy's there. There supporting her. As her mother sues her father for divorce, and then they go back to Britain, and we don't know how much time passed, but all of a sudden, Guy's wife shows up. Yeah. Oh, this is my wife.
Oh, I met her in Italy.
And it's just like, what?
Wait a minute, you were in Italy.
Her in Italy to go to America, and what?
What?
where?
Or maybe she was there back at the hotel. She was like, you wait here. I've got to go do something down the courthouse. I've got to go do weird dancing down the courthouse with the Duchess.
Maybe, yeah. It's just like, was she in America with you?
And then she went home, and then he comes home, and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is my wife. Yeah.
It's like, where did his wife think that he was when he went to America?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, I have to go to America to be with my.
Got to do something. Got to give moral support to Nan.
Yeah. Because there's a scene where they're like walking through Central Park together, just like
he's probably
having a romantic moment, you know.
Well, no, she knows all about Nan, I think, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
Because she goes, who were you with? I saw you with that thing, and you're not with your wife, and it's just like, that's not my wife actually, or my kid.
Yeah, right.
I'm just looking after them for a bit. It's like, you know, said every man ever, but it's just like, you know,
protecting her from her evil husband, basically.
Yeah. And then he must have said, oh yeah, but her sister's the one I want. I really, really want. You know?
Yeah.
And so she knows all. It's like, oh, hi, Nan. Yeah, you're the one, and you can't have him because you're a duchess now, and you want to be. So was he
like, okay, I'm gonna leave you. Okay, we've gotten married now at some point. We don't know when this happened. We've gotten married, but I'm gonna leave you now to go to New York to support. You know, the love of my life, basically.
Yeah. The love of my life.
Meet me in Britain. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's the timeline is what people say. Oh, they're coming back. Like Lord Seden's in jail now.
Yeah.
But then he'll probably be out next episode, and he'll be like, oh, well, I've been in jail for 10 years. And it's like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. Would you say you hate it?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I mean,
I'm kind of indifferent to it, like most people seem to be. You know, they're watching it. And
will we watch another season if they come out with another season?
I don't know.
I feel like we have to.
Is it the sunk cost fallacy? Like, oh, well, I've got to keep into this now. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I've
invested so much time.
Yeah. I feel like I have to watch another season if it comes out. I mean, so what does that say about how we feel about this show? I don't know. What does it say about us? I don't know.
I mean, you might have sunk cost fallacy listening to us on this podcast. I've got to have. Yes. I've got to get something out of this. I've got to see where this ends.
I absolutely cannot stand those two, but I have to tune in next week because it's just like
what's gonna happen? I've got to see how badly they're gonna do. Anyway,
yeah, we're so over time.
Over time. But we don't mind.
If you have stuck with us to the end here. We appreciate your support, as always. Be sure to give us a follow on social media. If you don't follow us already, we're at TButty, TEABUTTY, across all socials. Shout out to our patrons for their continued support. We really appreciate you guys. And we'll talk to everybody next time.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.